$1 million.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
What's up and welcome back to Noob Investor. My name's Eric, the #1 noob, and today we are going to be using an online calculator to show you different strategies of how to earn yourself $1 million. Alright, so here we are at the laptop, but before we get started, if you are interested in investing, I do have a link to Robinhood in the description below where you and I would both get a free stock, just so you know. So here we are at calculator.net, the investment calculator portion. I'll put a link to this exact page in my description below. So let's get to business here. Right here in the starting amount portion, all you're going to input is the amount of money you currently have in your investment. And we're just going to leave it at 0 as if you are just a beginner and haven't put anything in yet. And how long do you want to invest for? We'll go 20 years. That's like a good medium, I feel. I'm gonna leave this return rate for 8%. I feel like that's a solid growth. And then for your additional contribution, you can put anything that you can input per month. You can put per year here as well, but most people will probably put monthly. So let's say you can put $500 a month. Let's calculate. Alright, so now you see you end up with $284,000 after 20 years of putting $500 into an investment that gets you 8% return rate. So when you go down here, you see these different lines. This is your balance. This is your, your total right here. So it's just growing, and then this blue line is your contributions, so that's just your $500 per month. That's why it's just like a straight up earnings line there. And then you have your interest here, which is growing. Hello, if you like the video so far, I would appreciate it if you give me a like for the YouTube algorithm, and if you want to see more content like this, then you can subscribe. Thanks. So really this green line is a combination between your contributions and your interest, making that super gains. And then up here you can see you started with 0, your total contributions was $120,000, and your total interest was $164,000. So you can see right there how amazing investing is. You can put more money in and see even more returns. Like if you could put twice that, if you could put $1,000 a month, look at that. And then when you come down here, you can see the complete breakdown of everything. So I'll explain a little bit what this stuff is. So your start principal, that's like the amount you've put in. So you started with 0, and then by the end of the year you ended with $12,000. That's because, remember, we switched it to $1,000 every month. So by the end of the year you've put in $12,000, but you've earned interest of $433. So the end of that year, you ended up with $12,433. And then it's the same when you come down here. So now your start principal is $12,000, the amount you've contributed. And then by the end of that year, you're at $24,000 that you've contributed. But you started really with that total amount. So the interest on that was $1,428. Giving you an end of that year with $25,862,000. So you can just look at this interest starting to build up every year, kind of getting ridiculous. So already at the 10-year mark, your annual amount of interest is more than the amount you're contributing per year. So that's really cool. So now I know you're thinking, your video said how to be a millionaire. This is not how to be a millionaire. Okay, let's see how you can become a millionaire. How about that? So what we can do is go to additional contributions. And here we can see how much you'll have to put in every month to become a millionaire at that 8% return first, okay? So let's go with this. 1 million. Your starting amount 0. Let's say 20 years. calculate. You'll need to be putting in $1,757.47 at the end of each month to hit your target of $1 million in 20 years. So there you go. That's how you do it with the 8% return. Okay, so you might be thinking, dude, I'm gonna hit much higher rates than 8% per year. Then okay, that's fine. We can actually calculate this. If you're still putting that $1,000 every month, this is your return rate. It's already in here. So look, after 20 years, if you're putting $1,000 a month, you would need a 12% return rate. Which is that possible? It's definitely possible. You have to have a good investment strategy, but you can definitely hit 12.7% if you're smart about your investments. So now another thing you might be thinking about is that 20 years might be too long of a time frame. If that's the case, you can go ahead and lower it. Let's say you wanted to hit in 10 years with $1,000 a month. You would need to be hitting 40% every year to get that. So is 40% impossible? In the stock market, I wouldn't say anything is really impossible, but possibly improbable. But it really just depends on how good of an investor you are, honestly. And then I'll show you this last tab here. I mean, there's 2 more tabs, we'll see what they. So this starting amount, so this is if your target is $1 million and you did 1,000 a month and you were doing that 8% return. Then you would need to invest $379,000 right away in order to hit $1 million in 10 years. So let's see if we did the 20. You need to invest $92,000 right away, and then you can put $1,000 per month. So these are different things, you can think about. It really just depends on your strategy and what you can do during this time. Can you put more money in up front, or do you have to do, on a monthly basis? I mean, everyone has their own strategies, and it's really up to you to make choices. Investment length. If your target is $1 million, like it says, if you're doing 8%, 1,000 a month, you're gonna take 26 years. I think this is a pretty cool tool. Obviously, you never know really how your investment's gonna go. You could earn 8% annually. You could end up earning 6%. You could end up earning 5%, You could end up earning 50%. It really just depends on how well your stocks are doing. Overall, I kind of wanted to show you not only the power of investing, but also what expectations to have. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Wait a minute.